Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Those Natural Ones. Before we get started, you'll notice that over there the cameras are all screwed up. Unfortunately, that is because Emery is running late, and we also have no Scott or Chase tonight. So the cameras, I apologize, but they will pop back up as soon as Emery logs on. We'll get some decent cameras again. Before we get started, a couple quick announcements. I know our in-person was supposed to be scheduled for this Friday, but due to scheduling conflicts from half of our staff, that's getting pushed back to next Friday. So our in-person rolling real dice, sitting around a table rolling real dice the way D&D was meant to be played, will be next Friday, the 29th. So make sure you mark that on your calendar, 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, and before we get started as well, I will just go ahead and shout out Patreon. Go to patreon.com/thosenatural1s. Sign up for our Patreon. There's a bunch of different tiers. Hey. Oh, wait, no, we lost Cassandra. I got excited. Speaking of cameras, I thought Emery was logging on, so I thought we were going to have decent cameras.
Here I am to disappoint you again.
Here goes Cassandra to screw things up even more.
It's my specialty.
Anyway, patreon.com/thosenatural1s. Lots of different levels to choose from with different merch and different, not necessarily merch, but different benefits depending on level. Free tier as well. If you want to just come and hang out and support us for free, you can do that too. But tiers start at, I think, paid tiers start at the low price of $3.50 a month. So make sure you check that out. And shout out to our continued long-term high-tiered Patreons who get a weekly shout out. Les Marlat and Flora Marlat, thank you for your continued support at Those Natural Ones. Also, in there and in the video description below, link to our Discord. Free access to our Discord. Come hang out with us, chat with us. We're usually in there all day, every day. So, yeah. Come chat with us and get behind the scenes. We usually are posting things during the stream that only people in our Patreon only people in our Discord get to see. So if you want to be part of that, sign up below. All right, I've talked a lot, and that's more than I usually talk. So yeah, I'm going to pass it over to Cassandra, who you can't really see right now. She's in there somewhere. I don't know exactly where she is, but she's in there somewhere. You can hear her voice. You can see her books right there in the corner of Raya's thing. I promise. I'm trying to stall until Emery gets on, but I don't know how long that's going to be. So just deal with the screwed up cameras for now. Cassandra, what happened a couple weeks ago?
I just want to say your brother does that blurb thing better.
I'm sure he does. He has a lot more experience.
All right. So in the last episode, let me turn this off real quick. I sound like a robot. In the last episode, the forensic artifact retrieval team hit the books in the university library. In the geography section, they learn that in the year 200, there were floating islands. We then learn that in the year 800, there was an era called the Age of Falling Skies, where those islands fell to Earth like meteors. Doc described a mineral called diamagnetoroid, which sounds like something from Futurama. That is said to have made the islands float and could potentially be used now for airships and cheap fuel or something. I don't know. We then learned that in the year 1200, when some of the islands were said to have fallen from the sky, there was a massive tidal wave that also happened at the same time that hit both Contacaria and Cocalia, which, by the way, I said it right instead of Koala Bear Land.
Thank you for that.
I practiced. Then the fallen islands were hard to get to, but there are a couple locations that the Fart crew decide to check. Number one is an how do you guys pronounce it? I say archipelago, and I think I'm wrong.
Archipelago.
Whatever. In Fiyun.
How do you say it? Well, fuck you. I don't care.
Wait, don't. There's an Pellegrino. Yeah,
Archipelago.
Nailed it.
thank you. In Fiunguigu Lake, which is also difficult to say, which is a huge body of water in the center of Eldoria, which is the continent that we're on. North of that lake, there's a crater in the central tundras of Massilia called the Sunken Choir in the Codex. And then Gao finds a secret note in his pocket inviting him to a lantern supply warehouse at midnight. And like the complete smart idea that it is, he decides he's going to go. The note promises more clarity on who he is, but also has the symbol of Asmodeus. He's a big baddie.
Oh,
We then picked up our groceries, and Helena and Raya cooked dinner and cleaned Severin's house as a special treat for being so kind to us. Duluth and Imsada went snooping.
Now recording.
There he is.
no, that's not him. That
That's
was
the bear.
yeah. And Scott jumped on just so we can use his camera. He's currently recovering from surgery, so he couldn't join us, but he's at least able to help us out by throwing an empty camera on so we can see everybody. All right, continue.
Kind of him. Okay, so Duluth and Imsada went snooping. They were searching for Argyle socks, and they found an entire apartment through Severin's bureau past his folded undies, because we all know he folds his undies. The secret apartment is filled with artifacts and antiques with the 7 symbols and papers that are written in Kay's handwriting. That's the guy that's been leaving us those mysterious notes all over. Notes are similar to the Codex, but with added information. He pocketed a note Kay wrote about him, and Masada also grabbed a note she thinks is about Helena. After the dinner, where they map out the route they're going to travel next, Duluth confronted Severin, who saw that coming. Severin Men in Blacks the whole crew entirely, and they have no memory or evidence of Kay's lair, except for the notes that remain in their pockets. Al went to a secret rendezvous where he got spooked by priests of Asmodeus. They decide to try to communicate to him later because he's not ready yet. And that's where we left off.
All right, perfect. Yes, you guys are still finishing up your dinner with Severin, I believe. Let me go ahead and get some music playing. Is there anything else that you all want to discuss or have happen while you continue having dinner with Severin before he retires for the evening?
I wanted to ask you, Severin, about, we're discussing where we're going next, and you seem to say that you're going to be like I don't know if benefactor is the right word, but what are we looking at for like payment or schedule, or is this like a per artifact deal, or are you going to help us fund our mission?
Sorry, I'm having trouble with the music not actually playing. Why is my music not
Severin.
playing? Yes.
Channeling Imsada.
Yeah. Well, we hadn't really discussed the details behind it yet, but I guess it will come down to a per mission basis. Specifically, depending on what you're looking for, what you need to, what kind of funding you need to get to where you need to go, and what you can find while you're there. Is there any specific clues you've come across yet, or any potential avenues that you're looking to explore?
I mean, he was at the dinner table with us deciding on our next steps.
Oh, was he? So you already discussed all the stuff that you found earlier that day?
Yes.
Okay.
Except for the secret lair. Yes.
All right. So I know you discussed there was I was not prepared. I was too busy trying to get everything else set up. I forgot to get all of my notes pulled up. So there's the Sunken Temple. There's the The
The
potential
Sunken
settlement in
Choir
Galvi.
and the Fiyun Guegu. Yes.
I believe those were the two closest ones. Were the sunken temple in the lake, and then the little settlement of Galvi. Correct. So, what exactly do you think that you would need to explore these locations?
I'm so glad you asked. So I was thinking about this, and we have enjoyed your wonderful organization skills for this whole entire time that we've all known each other. You know, we have not had to worry about a convoy, not had to worry about lodging, not have to worry about anything because you've just taken care of all the logistics, which has been really great. So I was wondering if you might be open to, even though you're not coming with us, at least helping us get prepared for this mission, like maybe helping us get 5 horses or 1 carriage, and maybe seeing if Captain Delicious wants to come with us.
Sure, I can help arrange the logistics for leaving the town at least. Traveling all the way to, if you are actually heading towards Hofsesel, if that is indeed your next location, to try and check out this underwater temple. Is that where you were thinking, or were you going to head in towards Galvi first?
So I think we decided that because Hofsasel was on the way to Galvi, we were going to do both, but like hit that one first and then go. As long as we don't die.
All right, I just saw Emery log
Or lose
in
Captain Delicious.
as soon as he turns his camera on. I need to swap myself real quick. Okay, so you're planning on... Hey, there he is. All right, let me save. This should flip everybody. Hey, we're all good now. Everybody's in the right spot. Welcome, Emery. Okay, so
Hello.
you are planning on hitting up, going to Hofsesel, checking out checking out the underground, or the islands, the archipelago, whatever, and then heading after that towards Galvi. I will not be with you, so I won't be able to help you with the logistics about
Resupply, right.
yes, or potentially chartering a ship in Hofsesel, but I can at least help you procure passage, either horse or carriage, from Woldenberg to Hofsesel. It will be roughly, is it 2, 4, 6, 8? It's a lengthy journey. It's about 1,000 miles roughly to get to Hofsesel. So let me make a few calls. They're few and far between, but let me make a few calls to see if I could potentially procure a more expeditious way of traveling for you, because that's going to be quite a long journey.
Well, and I was wondering too, since you're so well connected, as all you academics are, if you might have a connection or a connection to a connection who might be able to help us get the boat in Hofsasel.
Like I said, I don't really have the connections there that's going to be on you. I won't be there personally, and I don't really have any immediate connections in such a small little fishing town. So that I'm sure that you'll be able to figure something out while you're there, though.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. So, I mean, the other thing I could think of is maybe we need a sending stone, but being that you've done all of our logistics so far, I mean, like, if you could give us some, I don't know, pointers is the wrong word, because, I mean, we're all adults and we've all been traveling, but if there's anything that we're not thinking of as we're packing, just let us know, please.
Sure, I'll let you know, and I should be able to procure you some supplies. Yeah, by caravan, you'd be looking at about 41 days to get there. If I can procure an airship, it should cut the journey down to about 10 days. So
That sounds much better.
Yes. Let me make some connections. I also make some calls. Let me make some. Let me contact a few people tomorrow, and we shall see if I can find a more expedited route for you.
Can you also see if the captain gets airsick or anything so that we could pick up, some drugs to help with airsickness if that's the case?
Of course. Plus,
Thank you.
if I remember correctly, flying, you could cut across the desert, the northern tip of the desert. That should cut a couple 100 miles off of the journey. So it might actually be closer to about 8
Duluth would
days.
love to be closer to the sun over the desert. That sounds exactly like what he would love.
Well, as long as I can hide under the deck in a bucket of water, I'll be fine.
Hey, you didn't get it. More southern.
Yeah, I know. I think I drifted into drift a little bit too much there. Sure, but as for tonight, I think I am going to retire for the evening. Thank you again for the Morgana airship travel in this economy. Thank you for the dinner. I appreciate it. Like I said, please feel free to make yourselves at home. I'm going to go retire for the evening. Just try and keep it down because I do have a pretty busy day tomorrow. So I would like to get some uninterrupted rest if possible.
Good night, sweet dreams.
He gets up and heads upstairs towards his room. Gao, did you ever return, or are you still out?
This happened long after dinner, so I would assume I'm making my way back after I sent Duluth a message.
Yeah, my timing got all wonky there.
So
all right,
Gao was on his way back from the warehouse after it went dark and everybody seemingly disappeared.
Yeah, you make it back. You send Duluth that message. You make it back probably by like 1 a.m. Is anyone still up when you get there, or has everyone...
Helena will be up since she trances.
Okay. So, Helena, you see Gal return at about 1 a.m.
I just kind of look at him and I don't quite say anything, but I kind of wait to see if he'll say anything first.
I see you're still up.
I see that you are out.
Yeah, well, I don't like crowded places.
I also don't like crowded places, but here we are.
So why are you still up?
I only need like 4 hours of sleep. What's your excuse?
I don't sleep.
Because you don't need to?
Unfortunately, something more sinister than that.
Well...
In any case, is Duluth still up, or has he decided to take another bath?
He's always bathing. So...
I feel like it's a bad thing. Gross, those clean people. Ugh.
It is when his skin is literally poisonous.
Yeah, I guess it gets the water all slimy. We have to drain it every time.
From the other room, you just hear...
Yeah. He's scrub-a-dub-dubbing as hard as he can.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. Hello, my...
Yeah.
I hear it every night. He doesn't think I can, but I hear it every night.
On purpose?
No, I don't listen on purpose. You see, I have these
Uh-huh.
big ears. They're very good for hearing, and I don't need to sleep a lot. In any case, I hope whatever adventure you went on was successful in some way.
I don't know yet.
Mm,
Perhaps I'll share it with you some other time.
I'd be willing to listen to it.
Where is the professor there? Or is he
Severin?
asleep?
He's already asleep.
No, Doc.
Oh,
I just said-
that professor.
The nutty professor.
Let's say yes.
He got up for his old man pee.
What?
What is
You'll understand when you're older.
Oh my god.
Helena? What is Doc doing over there?
You know how he is. At least, well, is he clothed this time, or did he sleep nude?
What hour is it currly?
That's about
Why does
1,
that matter?
Like
it's
1
about
a.m.
1 a.m.
Past midnight, yeah.
Nude.
I wouldn't look over there. I would just wait until you hear some door close, because he is in fact fully nude. I have seen it. My eyes are burned.
Oh yes.
Yeah, maybe I'll talk to him in the morning.
Yeah, that sounds like a better plan. For now, you should escape while you still can.
Gal's gonna go over to the kitchen area where I assume that's where the cellar door access is,
Yeah.
and he's gonna kind of go down to the cellar and just kind of meditate down there for a bit, assuming there's nothing of interest.
So you open the cellar and there's like a short ladder down. It's low ceilings here in this cellar. You have to kind of duck slightly as the ceilings are probably only about 5 foot. So you kind of crouch over. And in this cellar, the walls are lined with wine racks. And you see a few empty spots, but the majority is still full. The center of this room, and this room it's a decent sized cellar. It's probably about maybe 10 foot by 10 foot square, roughly cut into the soil around it. Hard packed earth, floor and walls, good for keeping the humidity and at the right percentage and temperature kind of consistently right around like the high 50s, low 60s, Fahrenheit for any of our overseas people or Canadians.
We are literally ablaze in Celsius.
Yeah. So you, in the center, there are some crates and some like burlap sacks that you can kind of get the smell of, that earthy smell of like root vegetables, potatoes, carrots, and stuff like that, that you can assume are the majority of what's in these crates and sacks. So at a quick glance, other than this guy is a connoisseur. Albert Chin, thanks for the subscription. Other than the fact that this guy is a connoisseur of wines, there's not a lot of interest there. Like, there's hundreds of bottles in this area. Every wall is lined.
In that case, Gal's just kind of find a quiet space in there to kind of kneel down, lean up against the wall or something like that, and rest.
Fantastic. All right. Is there anything anyone else would like to do this evening, or shall we move on to the next day?
Yeah, let's move on.
All right. As you all wake the next day, Severin has already left for the day. You did hear Gal probably from the basement, and Helena, because you were probably up at this point. You did hear the creaking of footsteps across the kitchen floor early in the morning, like right around right before dawn. As he walked around, kind of got a few things in order, and then left for the day. As the rest of you kind of rise with the morning, Duluth and Imsada specifically, we're going to say that they head out to run a few errands for themselves. So it is the four of you together this day. So what would you like to do?
Does anybody want some eggs?
I'll eat some.
Yes.
Don't
None
give
for
him
me.
more. Don't give him more than 2, please.
Oh, come on.
No.
He's a growing
no.
boy.
No,
I-
I don't
I-
need the
I need eggs. I need bacon. I need biscuits.
2
I have
eggs.
needs.
2 eggs.
If a lizard eats eggs, is it considered like cannibalism?
Only if
Depends on
they're lizard eggs.
Yeah.
They're not chicken
Or
eggs.
basically.
Are lizard eggs cheaper or something? Do we get lizard eggs? Did Doc lay them?
We did.
They're a lot softer.
yeah.
Not going
don't
to
crack.
eat my own. I'm not going to eat my own eggs in front of everybody.
No.
No,
You
regular
find-
chicken eggs. Come on.
On the counter, there's a basket of fresh eggs. Next to there's also a couple loaves of bread that was probably baked the day before, wrapped in a few tea towels. In the cellar, another one of those bags you did down there, Gao, as you're walking out, a bag hanging next to the ladder. You actually get the smell of like cured meats coming from. So you can assume like bacons or jerky or some sort in that. So you're plenty of stuff to make a decent breakfast. You're able to make what you need. Fill up now after you all eat. The day is yours.
Guys, I just want to remind you we've got that appointment with that
Oh yeah.
headmaster guy today.
What time
if
is
you-
that at?
Still want to come with me? It was from like 2 p.m., 1 p.m. to I don't know.
Something like that. It was middle of the day.
It was a 2-hour appointment starting at like noon or 1 p.m.
Are we all going with?
Well, I told him I was going to bring everybody.
Then it sounds like we're all going with.
Oh,
All right.
from
I don't
10
remember
a.m. to 1,
volunteering
it's
for
a
this.
3-hour block.
Fantastic.
When?
10 to 1.
Oh, just right after breakfast, it would make the most sense for us to go.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, easy enough. So you all head over to. I'm trying to find him. Where is he? You don't happen to have his name down, do you?
I did, yeah, hold on. Stonewall. Gradrin Stonewall, doctor.
Why is it not in my? What the hell?
And the admin was an elf with pink skin, but we didn't have a name.
He's not there anymore.
Radrin
Gradrin
Stonewall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds. Oh, it's in here twice. That's why. There's 2 Woldenberg universities for some reason. All right, Gradrin Stonewall. As you walk up onto that familiar campus again, it does take you a little bit of time to get over there. So you do get there just a little
we stop
early.
and grab him a coffee on the way
Sure.
at the
You get there a
Blackest
little bit-
Bean or whatever that was.
Exactly. You get there a little bit before his appointment. That elven assistant sitting there at the desk, and she looks up. It's like, "Oh, welcome back. Yes, I saw Dr. Stonewall put you on for today. If you wouldn't mind having a seat, he'll be with you in just a few minutes. He's just finishing up a lecture right
you.
now."
We brought you a coffee too.
Oh, thank you. That was very kind of you.
I don't know how you like it, so
Just
brought
plain it.
sweetener with it.
Sure, thank you. Takes it, sits down, starts like rustling through some papers, kind of aimlessly with one hand while holding the coffee in her other hand. A few minutes go by, and you see Dr. Stonewall enter through the front door. He's got like a satchel that he's kind of rummaging some papers through and everything. He looks over. Raya, was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Welcome back.
remembered.
Yes. If you wouldn't mind, follow me. We can head back to my office. Who all? I believe Helena was there yesterday as well too.
People.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
Raya, Helena.
We introduced him.
Sure. Pleasure to meet you. Doctor?
Yes,
Yes.
He's not a real
fellow-
doctor.
Oh.
I am a real doctor. Pay no attention.
Where did you study?
At Embermain.
Emberbane. Interesting. I know a few people who teach there currently. You wouldn't by chance know a professor, a little gnomish professor, Rumbleward, would you?
Lord? Can I make a history check to
Sure.
try to remember Rumble Ward?
Sure.
History check.
Oh my god, that's a natural 20.
That's right.
You recognize the name. It wasn't a professor you had. Professor Blanquin Rumbleward, who was a professor of more like horticulture.
Yeah, there might be a reason why I don't remember him. It was Blonquin.
Blanckwin, Rumbleward.
Rumble Ward. I'm not personally familiar, but the name definitely rings a bell.
Interesting. All right. Please follow me. He kind of motions you all back to his office. And as he kind of holds the door for the four of you to enter, shuts it behind. You see a few chairs on the receiving end of the desk, and he walks over to the other side and kind of pulls out from the top drawer, pulls out a pipe and a little pack of tobacco and starts packing it and then lights it up while he's sitting there. And he's like, now, what is it that we were discussing?
Are you waiting on any of your associates? I think you had said that you might invite one or two.
I was unable to make our schedules line up, but if there is
That's fair. It is short notice.
if there is something specific, I can always reach out.
I'm gonna take the Codex out, open it to page 36, which is the page with the sunken choir, and just push it across the table.
Sunken Choir, page 36. Give me a second.
I would also like to, while this is happening, do something probably not recommended for someone of the doc's age.
All right.
What?
One of the chairs in that room, I'm going to attempt the Riker maneuver.
Oh God. I'm sorry. What page did you say it was?
36? That's what you had said.
36.
Yeah. 35.
30.
You were wrong. 35. Geographies of Silence.
Mine's completely different. Hold on a second. Oh, 33 on mine for some reason. All right, the Sunken Choir specifically is what you're looking at? All right.
right.
No, I didn't say anything. I just opened it to that page and pushed it across.
Okay. He kind of looks and he's like, "Alright, so these because there's 3 here. The Quiet Flats, the Hearthfelt Crater, and the Sunken Choir." He takes a look at all of these and the little quote that's beneath each 3. And then kind of looks up at you and is like, "So what about these 3 passages is interesting you?"
We went to the library yesterday, your library. Actually, we had a question about your library, but I'll get to that after. And we found some references that lined up with a geographic location for one of these, which is the Sunken Choir. And I was just wondering if you had any additional information about it. It's a Pellegrino in a lake. The Goo Lake.
Pellegrino? Isn't that a wine?
It's a sparkly water. Pellegrino.
An archipelago?
An archipelago. Oh, an archipelago. I was very confused. What sparkling water? In
The water might sparkle. We don't know.
in Fenguiway Lake?
And I pronounce things bad? Sorry.
Funguigu.
Fenguigu?
You had us all write it
Languagey.
phonetically.
Yeah.
It's Fenguigi. That was the phonetic.
Fenguigi? Fengui?
Fenguigi.
No, Doc was right. Biungwigu.
For
Fenguigu.
Hortlingrads.
That one.
Not a
Fenguigu.
cheese lake. Who named this stuff?
So, an archipelago in Fenguigu. Do you have any more information that you found?
No, that's we asked, a student of yours who the smartest man was to go to, and she said you, so I was hoping you would either be able to tell us more information about this or maybe if there's another person to consult.
Give me a moment. And he walks over to one of the walls. He kind of sets his pipe down, walks over to one of his walls and kind of like thumbs through a few of the tomes there and grabs this thick, large, like brown leather bound book. And he pulls it out and you can see printed, kind of embossed on the front cover is like a compass rose, a kind of ornate compass rose. And he kind of pulls it out and brings it over and sets it down on his desk in front of him and starts flipping through the pages. And you can see this is a large like atlas. And he flips it to a section that is, you can see by the outline on the first page that he flips to, the lake itself, which is massive. And then he flips through to some different pages that are like kind of close-up sections of different areas of the lake. And you can see like, I don't know if any of you have ever looked at like naval charts, and you can see like the depth rings and everything. Any kind of like lake topographical maps where you can actually see like the different kind of depths throughout. And you see these different sections and like a few short paragraphs written on each one. And he flips through to this one section that you can see a outline of a small archipelago that kind of runs through, and he starts reading on the side, and he's like, okay, so this is yes, there is an archipelago, or at least there used to be one, in the kind of northern central area of the lake, roughly about near the center of the lake, about 2 miles out from the town of Ritbach. about 200 miles, kind of north by northwest, there was a temple on one of these islands. He's looking through. He's like, there's not a lot of information here, but there was a temple, I believe, to the Raven Queen, if that is correct, on one of these islands. Perhaps that is what you are. This passage is kind of going towards. The only kind of hitch in this, however, is it seems like about 100 or so years ago there was a massive earthquake which caused these islands to sink beneath the waves. There's no information as to what remains, but it looks like this archipelago, specifically at least a few of the islands, including the island with the temple, disappeared during that earthquake.
Is there any information in your book, which is really beautiful, by the way,
Oh, thank you.
about like how deep the lake is out there? I'd imagine it's got to be pretty darn deep.
Yeah, depending on the section of the lake, it goes downwards, down to roughly about 1,300 feet in certain locations. We don't know specifically how deep these islands fell, but I would assume probably 100 to 200 feet somewhere along the lines. There's still going to be land underneath, so I doubt that they would have sunk entirely down to the bottom of the lake. There still has to be some sort of plateau that the islands were raised from. So my educated guess would be between 100 and 200 feet.
Does it mention at all if there's any way to find that area?
There is still a few islands that are left standing. They're mostly kind of appear more like... He kind of reads a little bit. It's like, it appears like the islands that, or at least the parts of the islands that are left standing, appear as almost like shale teeth, like spikes from underneath.
Interesting.
So, I would go, like I said, about 200 miles, and he flips back to the main map, and he kind of shows. So here's Ripbach, and he kind of points outwards about 200 miles or so in this direction, and he kind of takes his finger and circles a area that seems to be very much in the center of the lake.
You know, if when the earthquake happened, the trout population survived?
The trout population? I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Actually, I had a question that's a little unrelated. Do you know what diamagnetoroid is? We asked our doctor to explain it to us, and he just made old man noises.
I believe that that is a mineral that has almost like anti-gravity style properties. It can be used, it's used in most airship engines as well. A lot of people say that it was the main mineral in the ancient floating cities back when those were prevalent. Give me 2 seconds. I got to do some dad things. Continue talking amongst yourselves for like 5 minutes.
That worked out really well last time.
Like, see, I told you.
So we're really going to be on...
He just gave us the same information as you. Can you get anything else out of him?
I mean, I could try to maybe ask a different question that might be more pertinent to our journey there.
What
Did I
what
try
is that
scaring him?
question?
Sorry.
Don't try scaring him. Don't try scaring him, Gal. This nice man is trying to help us find this nice sunken island for the Raven Queen.
You just think it's nice because of the Raven Queen.
You don't know that.
Can you tell me more about this Raven Queen?
She is almighty. She's the greatest. That's all I can really say.
Whatever
should
we
find
know, whatever we know about the Raven Queen will pale in importance compared to being able to even go into the depths. We need.
Oh, she'll
we need
guide
to be
us.
able to.
She'll guide us.
She'll guide us.
Yeah.
The goddess known for a bird of the sky is going to tell us
Yeah.
how to dive into water.
Yeah.
Well, she's got to know where her own temple is.
Yeah.
Come on.
There are plenty of birds that dive into water.
Doc
true.
is finally coherent for the first time ever, and it's regarding gods.
Now, well, yes, the temple to the Raven Queen is there. I think a more pragmatic approach would be trying to procure some potentially like potions of water breathing. Well, I mean, your faith is admirable, but when it comes to the reality of survivability, prayer, in my personal experience, has not granted one supernatural abilities, at least not to survive the crushing depths of a massive body of water.
Crushing depth of 200 feet.
I mean,
We're going to need to find a proper alchemist. For
maybe
this.
not crushing depths so much as
Are you not an alchemist, Doc?
crushing inability to breathe.
I used to be an alchemist, but then one concoction got mixed a little wrong, and well, let's just say I've stuck to maps from then on.
So you're saying your qualifications aren't accurate?
I'm saying that my
You're saying you lied on your
qualifications.
resume.
That, first of all, whenever I told you about my being a part of the ongoing expeditions with Severin, I clearly stated that cartography and geography were my strong suits. I can make potions. I can make concoctions. It's just not my specialty.
Mm,
Her cousin
Alright.
is the penguin god.
yeah.
The Raven Queen and the Penguin God. I love it. So, are there any other locations or any other information in this? This is a very thick book, and I don't believe we have
It's such a
time to
thick
go through
book.
every
If
page.
you want to just, do the scanny thing and just see if anything immediately jumps out at you, you're more than welcome to do that while we discuss the Raven Queen and Old Man.
Do you know any more information about these other two locations here? This Quiet Flats or Hearthfall
I
Crater?
gotta be honest with you, like we said last time when we came, we don't know anything about anything really.
You don't know anything about anything. Fair enough.
Pretty much.
There is one location that I am interested in. Perhaps you might have the recent history of it.
Yes.
Are you familiar with a place called Galvy?
Let me look here. And he flips through the map or the book a little bit. Galvi, that is a small settlement in the tundras of Massilia, right? Massilia, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes, I don't know much about it. However, he flips through. He's like, from what I can see in here, looks like it is a small village in a valley, in a circular valley, almost crater-like, perpetual snow, hardly ever a thaw. Looks like they're
Crater, you say?
the structure of the land around it. There's like it's a ring and the valley down inside. Trees on the outskirts. Not a lot known here. There looks like their main way of survival is through. Sorry, does this say fungal farming in underground caves, and
I mean, that makes sense.
also hunting of large Arctic polar wildlife. Sounds like a very inhospitable place. Kind of wonder why anyone would choose to live in such a place.
I wonder if they employ some sort of Arctic truffle pigs.
Interesting.
That said, I do know someone who might be able to shed some light on the reason for the formation of the geography of that location. Curiouser and curiouser.
Alright. Is there any other locations in here that you would like me to take a look at?
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but that was all I had in mind.
Are you just handing him the book to kind of flip through?
Yeah, flip through and just see if
Just
any
kinda-
location or word or anything that jumps out at him that he would recognize that he could give us more information.
Raya,
on.
go ahead and roll me a d20.
Oh gosh.
Come on.
I don't even know where the dice thing is.
It's the button on the left. If you hover over the thing that looks like a D20, it'll say dice roller. Click on that.
Got it.
And then just-
20.
Just click the D20.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
natural one.
Natural
Oh wait, I'm a
Those-
halfling. Hold
You're
on.
halfway.
Those natural one. Oh, that's
One-
what?
I quit.
Halfling luck.
All right, and for future halfling luck does not count on a just straight d20 roll because that's more like for a roll sheet. I'll let it slide this time. It's more for like, it's not like a
Combat
skill check.
stuff.
It's a I
Yeah,
have a
it's not the
list.
combat stuff yet.
I have a list of things, and each number is
I
assigned to
see what you
something.
mean. That was magical, though. I went
That
from
was
a natural
magical.
one to a natural
I'll let
20.
it slide this time because it's amazing. So he starts flipping through, and he sees. He kind of stops on. It's either going to be page 77 or 78. I think it's 78 for you guys because of the unnumbered page, or 76. It's the one that says of ports and thresholds. He kind of reads over this a little bit. He's like, Southern ports. Southern? Interesting. And he kind of reads over this passage like 3 or 4 times. Some to children and to the dead. I wonder, and he walks over to the bookshelf again and kind of starts tapping his fingers along the different books until he stops at one and kind of double taps it and then pulls it out, and this like kind of maroon leather-bound book, and he pulls it down and starts licks his thumb and starts flipping through some pages. He's like, there was an incident about 30 years ago, if I remember. And he flips through, and he's like, here it is. Yes, there was a report from a somewhat small port town in the southern end of the Kingdom of Portus. Shangzhen. Yes, Shangzhen. There was a group of priests who were actually sent here because there was strange murmurings in the children. The children were playing multiple sightings or multiple reports of children reciting like lullabies and songs that no one had ever taught them. Songs that hinted at specific occurrences that happened long, long ago. Rumors and not what's the word I'm looking for?
Fables?
Fables, thank you. Fables and other cautionary tales, but tales that were not from this land. A traveling trade or I can't talk. A traveling merchant who had docked at Shangshin on his way to Mastea reported hearing fables from Castellatri, things that should not have made their way here. And when talking to the children, he said that the children, the multiple children, these fables and these rhymes came to them in their sleep a few nights prior. He put out feelers to a local monastery who sent clerics out to investigate, but nothing was ever found.
That's so interesting.
And that name of that town was Shangjing, and it's Changxing.
Beijing.
That is on the
That
southern
passage.
Part of the Kingdom of Portus.
I thought that page was referring to Windmere based on the other clues in the book, but this is much more accurate to what it's saying.
Windermere.
Southern Portus. Interesting. Unsolved mysteries.
Westmere. Sorry. Westmere, because it says the Stonecross the kids sing a song with 7 verses. I had put those two together, but it sounds like that's different.
Westmere.
These kids just singing. I mean, this has to be stopped.
Westmere. I'm not familiar with Westmere. There's no. He kind of goes back to that large atlas, and he kind of flips to the back, which you see just a massive index, and he scrolls through this, and he's like, "There's no mention of a Westmere in this book. And if this book is not, if that town does not exist in this book, that town does not exist. This book is a complete atlas of all known locations, settlements, cities, and villages on the entire of Thessia."
Interesting.
Makes me wonder if Westmere might be a local term for a city from a town by a different name somewhere in the world.
Towns change names quite
This
often.
is true.
I had one more question about your library.
Yes.
There's a restricted section there. Is there any way that we could get access to just look up a couple more of these things, or is that just fully off limits, or is there some
Yes, unfortunately,
way that we might be able to get guided there?
The restricted section would not have anything that you're looking for. The restricted section is filled with, let's just say, the more dangerous works that we are trying to keep out of the hands of inexperienced. It's more for, how should I say this? It is the darker arts, as well as knowledge that could potentially, without the right background, could potentially cause harm to those who read it.
Dangerous
Nixon
knowledge.
appendix. It used to be Eastmere, but then the twister hit. You know how it goes.
Interesting. That sounds like it's very much worth investigating.
We do have a party member with us who does ask a lot of questions about dark, arcane objects pertaining to tattoos.
That is a port town. Maybe they might have a tattoo-based culture? Or not, who knows?
All right, well, does anybody have anything else to ask him? Elena, you want to proselytize to him
No.
I'm sorry, what?
about the Raven Queen being more than sufficient to help us breathe underwater?
I am not here to argue with people. I have my own beliefs. Thanks.
Well then, we thank you for your time. If you want to keep looking through that and point out anything else to us, or if you've got other things to do, we're at your mercy.
That's kind of looks over a few different areas. There is. Give me a second here. He flips through, and since he did roll a 20 on that, he flips back to page, I think it would be page 17 for you all. Nixon was like, holy shit, I thought the skeleton was a PNG.
Oh, God.
He flips back to, I think it would be page 17 for you all. It's the On False Centers page. So there's a mention here, the Crowned Port. There is a trade hub, slavery renamed as contract. I'm not sure what this last line means of hunger has walked here, but it is possible there is a port city in the west that has a troubled past. It used to be a slave port before that was completely abolished. It is in Honto, on the peninsula that juts out to the west, the Honto Peninsula. There is a town called Estelos. It is a port town, and they did used to have a bustling slavery trade there, but that was abolished probably 400 years ago. It is possible that that could be what they speak of there as well.
Thank you for that.
That's all I can find at this moment. But hopefully that gives you enough information to at least get your search started.
Yeah, I appreciate all the information you did give us.
Of course.
And
Yeah.
I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to meet with all of us.
Of course.
And not asking any questions about the creepy guy and the skeleton.
Yes, he's an interesting fellow for sure. So, now, if you wouldn't mind, I do have a lecture to get to. I appreciate your you letting me see this, and if you do come across any, I am very curious now to see what you locate at any, if you do visit any of these locations. So please feel free to drop me a letter or stop by when you have more information.
Okay.
And I will retain a little bit of this knowledge and see if I can come up with. I'll speak with some of my colleagues to see if I can come up with any more ideas of these other locations.
That'd be so helpful. Thank you.
So he kind of gestures you out, closes the door behind you to prepare for his next lecture. As you all leave and walk past his assistant and out into the quad of the university, the rest of the day is yours. It's a little after midday, probably around 1 p.m. at this point. What are you all doing?
Well, it seems we should, at the very least, go looking for a potion seller.
Do you happen to know where one is?
Not immediately, but this is a big town. I'm certain there's at least an alchemist or two plying their trade.
When Gao was going to the warehouse.
Sorry, go ahead.
When Gao was going to the warehouses last night, did he notice any kind of like market area that he might reference as?
Go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Okay.
Y'all having some killer rolls tonight. 18. You did notice that, where is this area? There are different shops kind of everywhere. You did notice a few specifically. There was a place about the center of town. If you're looking for an alchemist specifically, there was a place called the Alluring Baron, which seemed to sell potions and alchemy supplies and stuff like that.
Did you say the Alluring Baron?
Alluring Baron.
It was dark. I may have misread it, but I believe that's what it was named.
I don't find him alluring at all.
Well, let's put that to the test, why don't we? Where did you say this alluring baron was?
Follow me.
Any following to
All right. So you
this,
guys,
potion seller?
which on the map, it would be right in like the central area, right around here. You walk up and you see this kind of like Tudor style, dark oak framed with beige-ish, like off-white stucco, 2-story building, thatched roof. There is a post sticking out over the door with a wooden sign swinging that you do see like a kind of like a beaker symbol carved onto the sign itself, and it does say the Alluring Baron. In front, you do see a like bay style window with a few like brewer's supplies and alchemy supplies kind of set up. You do see like the glass pipes that go up and do the little like twirls towards the one drip that comes down into like a large graduated cylinder. With a small flame, like a little magical Bunsen burner underneath the other side of it. You do see like a small wooden rack of vials of different colors in the window there. And a large kind of oak door that is actually propped open at this point to let some of the decent temperature air in. This point of the day in the location you're in, which is probably very nice for you after spending so much time in the desert. It is very temperate. It is probably mid 70s Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, like 21.46 degrees. I don't know. Celsius is weird. But I agree with everything in the metric system except for Celsius. I know Celsius isn't technically metric, but you get my point. Celsius is confusing. Anyway.
We're Kelvin purists.
Exactly. No. So as you walk in, you see this older female elf standing behind one of the one of the counters. You walk in, there's a handful of people in there. There's a few people behind counters. There's a couple customers walking through. Behind one of the counters is this older female elf, long, messy gray hair, green-gray eyes, long pointed ears, deep bronze skin, probably 5'7"-ish. Pretty decently muscular build, kind of helping out one customer, and you see her holding up this one vial of this kind of bluish green liquid as she's discussing to this small little halfling character on the other side of the counter there. On the other side of the room, behind another counter, you do see a probably close to the same age male elf with medium length, greasy sea green hair, gray eyes, almost bark-like ears, and rich brown skin. And he stands just a little shorter than Gao at about slightly over 6 feet. He's currently helping a younger elven woman looking at what appears to be different varieties of health potions. As you are standing there, there is a younger halfling that walks up to you. This halfling male who appears to be in his mid to late 20s. Medium length, greasy gray hair that's beginning to thin, hazel eyes, short cropped beard, and light black skin, walks up. Welcome to the Alluring Baron. I am Erdard. How can I help you today?
We're in the market for some potion.
I would assume so. That's why you're here. How can I help you? Or what exactly are you looking for?
Would you happen to have anything for, say, I don't know, water breathing?
Water breathing, yes, indeed. Come on back here, and he walks you back towards the back part of the shop. The counters in this shop are kind of in a U shape, and in the center of the shop is pretty empty. All the potions seem to be under glass around the edges. You do see behind the counters on the walls, there are more supplies, like brewer's kits, alchemy supplies, a few poisoner's kits, and so on and so forth. He walks you back and kind of lifts up the little hinged thing and walks to the other side, closes it, and he's like, please come over here. And being a halfling, he kind of almost disappears behind the counter, but he walks over a little bit, and he kind of walks up this little step stool to right behind the counter. And he kind of reaches down, opens up the back of it, and he pulls out these give me just 1 second. These vials of what appear to be almost a cloudy green liquid. You get a whiff of like that moist sea air as he pops the cork on one of them, and you see these little bubbles that almost appear like jellyfish, like kind of floating through these. It's like, now we do have these potions of water breathing available. They will let you breathe underwater for up to 1 hour after consuming. Is this what you're looking for?
I don't suppose you would have potions that let you breathe underwater for potentially longer than an hour?
No, I don't believe those are available. The only potions that I've seen here that we've ever carried are just for 1 hour. However, you could always just drink another one.
Yep. How many of those do you have?
We currently have... Hold on 1 second. Oh, good lord. We have 16 in stock.
How much are they?
They run 50 gold apiece. I think. Hold on.
We'll take them
me
all.
Let me double check. Actually, no. I apologize. That is the wrong price. Give me just 1 second.
And check the price sheet.
Check the price sheet. Where's my price sheet?
I mean, at this point, we should just get them for free since you can't figure out the price.
Shut up.
I don't see a price tag.
Oh god, you're one of those.
We promise to match the price of the other local potion sellers, or your next purchase is free.
We should have asked Aloof to forge a coupon.
I don't know if we trust that. We'll be done crying.
It's like, hey, here's this coupon. Oh, we don't do coupons.
Well, this coupon says it does, and there's no expiration date, so you need to honor it.
Sounds legit.
Oh, I apologize. I just gave you the price of just the algae itself. So these run for about 250 gold apiece.
I'm sorry, how much algae would we need to
Well, it's not.
make
No,
our
he
own?
didn't. He didn't say that to you. That was the DM
Okay.
telling you. I
Gotcha.
had it. I just. Well, that was only one of the ingredients of the potion.
Ooh. 250 apiece?
Yes, 250 apiece.
You set like 8 of them aside for us, and we can come back later, so we can go
8
talk
of
to
them.
our companions.
Eight of these aside. Sure.
Just for like a day.
I would need some form of deposit if you want me to hold them for you. 8 of these at 250.
Well, do you have the algae needed?
You don't know what's in them. That was the
Well, our
DM.
doc would.
No,
You have the ingredients needed for it.
Doc, if you want to roll an Arcana check to see if you remember the ingredients that to make a potion. He's not an alchemist though, so disadvantage. He was a failed alchemist.
What its resume says.
Ooh! 25 at disadvantage.
God damn it. So you remember some of the ingredients that went into it. Hold on 1 second. I just lost my
Water
sheet.
breathing ingredients.
I lost my sheet. Sorry. Give me a second.
Yes, the one thing about running a game is that there's always too many tabs. As Doc is trying to remember, he takes out a wand that he typically takes out when he's struggling to remember something.
Why can't I find it now? I just completely lost it. So we're gonna go with this. So we're gonna go with this because I can't find the other one. It looks like this potion of water breathing. You need a specific type of fish called a hist carp, a barnacle, a specific type of barnacle, as well as salmon roe and a chicken's egg for some reason.
Row and chicken egg.
Which, go ahead and make a nature check for me.
Nature check.
With a
13.
13, you know the reason why these potions are so expensive in this part of the world is specifically the hist carp, which is the fish you need, are not native to this side of the world. They actually come specifically from they're known mostly to inhabit the Tengri Lake, which is between Long and Shan.
Tengri Lake between Long and Shan.
Yeah. That is Tengri, Tengri Lake.
Yeah. Oh. I don't suppose you know of anyone who sells Histcarp here in Waldenburg?
We do, actually. In the potion, though.
Right. It's it's a little different. And it's coming to me exactly how one would make these, and I'm starting to realize why these are so expensive. At least here in Waldenburg. Well, exactly how much would you need as a deposit to hold? How many did we say we needed? 8 potions?
Well,
I don't know. There's like
if you're looking at 8, that would be about 2,000 gold total. So we would need 10% as a deposit, so 200 up front, and we could hold it for 1 day.
it's refundable deposit.
I guess. Yes, it is.
Not gonna begrudge this man trying to make some sales. Well, what do we think?
I have an above board question.
Sure.
Would I have the cantrip shape water. Would I be able to use that to form like a bubble around my head instead of having to use a potion?
I don't think it's that powerful.
So 10.
Let me double check. Form of simple shapes and animate at your direction. Choose an area of water that you can see within range. It fits in the 5-foot cube. You know, I don't want to beat. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. That's way too powerful for a cantrip. So do you-
Well, I'm willing to put down 50 from my end.
Like from your end? Like from your prison pocket?
No. From when I say from my end, I mean like from me, from like my own money.
Where are you storing your money, to be clear?
Which end, Doc?
That's not important. What's important is that I have 50 gold that I'm willing to contribute to holding these potions for a day.
We could take the 200 out of the group money and use it because it's refundable.
How much money do we even have as a group?
About almost 1,200 gold.
How much was it for just to buy the potions outright?
2,000.
250 gold each.
2,000.
Well, 2,000 for all 8. Sorry, 200.
Oh, okay. I was like, per potion, that went up in price.
No, sorry, I was giving
Inflation.
it the
You
total
should have
cost.
decided sooner.
Yeah. As you
Can
guys,
Can Grung breathe underwater?
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
believe so. I'll double check that, but I don't believe so. I will actually check that on our break while you guys decide what you want to do. We're going to go ahead and take about a 10-minute break. So before we do, though, Emery, tell everybody where they can support us.
Well, for all of you watching, I do want to, as always, say we appreciate you supporting us every way you can. The best way to support us, of course, being our Patreon, but the other ways that we always appreciate people supporting us is by tuning in every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Standard or daylight savings or not, on YouTube and on Twitch, and eventually those other platforms where we will double or triple their viewership. You can continue to interact with us on Facebook, on Threads, on Instagram, and on Blue Sky. Those of you listening to the audio-only podcast version of our show can continue to find our episodes wherever podcasts are spread out into the universe. And those of you with an Amazon Prime subscription can... you are given a free Twitch Prime subscription that you can give to your favorite Twitch channel of choice. Why not choose those natural ones and put some of that billionaire money to some actually good use? Whatever you do, do remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and make sure that when you do, you hit all so that way you never miss an episode. Share. Tell your friends. Sound off in the comments. Join us for a live where we have a live chat going every time. If you check out our channel on YouTube, there is a new function called Hype, where you can go back and watch some of our old episodes. And every time you give one of our episodes a like, an option to hype that episode will come up. And every time you do, that does help us gain more visibility in the algorithm so more people can watch us and join the party. Any and all engagement helps us out a ton.
Thank you, Emery, and thanks, Dadlat, for giving us Bezos' money. All right, and to answer your question, yes, apparently Grung are amphibious and can breathe underwater. All right.
Nice. Less
on
potions.
Nice.
on that note, we will be back in about 10 minutes, so stick with us. And we are back. Thank you for sticking with us during that quick break. All right, so are you putting down the 200 gold deposit?
Yes, right?
Gal steps forward and pulls out his coin purse and dumps it upside down. Is this
Gal,
enough?
no, Gal.
How much
gotta
is
count it.
in your coin purse?
I think he has like 103 or something like that.
He has 194.
Oh, shit. Are you just using... Are you just using all of Gal's money plus 6?
I'm gonna drop the other 6 and then you just sort of pass him his portion.
All right. Okay, so this will hold those, and he kind of pulls out a piece of parchment and a pen, and he starts writing down. He's like, okay, so this will hold 8 potions of water breathing until tomorrow at around this time. And whose name shall I put, or do you have a group name, or is there an individual you would like to put this?
We do have a group name.
Yeah, we have 2 actually.
Okay.
The Forensic Artifact Retrieval Team.
Forensic Artifact Retrieval Team, and you will retrieve these potions by tomorrow at this time. Otherwise, you will forfeit your deposit, and the potions will go back onto the shelf. If you decide you no longer want the potions before this time tomorrow, you can collect your deposit prior.
You want to hear our other team name?
I mean, it's not
Just in
very
case we don't answer.
I just need a name to write on the document.
Did you
I'm
abbreviate
curious. What's the other team name?
You know what it is.
Is it the Cult Lair Incursion Team? No. Yeah,
The cult.
Lair.
Some.
Infiltration.
I just know the abbreviation. The abbreviation.
Very good. I will stick with your forensic artifact team. And yes, like I said, we will keep these until tomorrow at this time. Is there anything else that you're looking for? Any other potions, supplies, anything else?
No.
I think, unless anyone has any reservations, I think that'll do it for us.
I don't think we have any
Fantastic.
extra money to give out.
Is there like a potion for sinking?
No, I believe that's called a brick.
Oh, that's not a bad idea, and that's probably more free. We need to get bricks, guys.
I'm sure there will be bricks at the site.
Fantastic. All right. Well, I will see you tomorrow. Like I said, just come back in, ask for me, and I will. Again, my name is Erdard, and I will have these potions held for you in the back until this time tomorrow. And as
Thank
you
you.
all leave the alluring Baron. Where are you headed next? What's the plan?
That is a very common name in this realm, Erdard.
How many Erdards are there?
I don't know.
Let's go find all the Erdards.
Could try.
Just because you've ran into two people with the same name. Everyone's name is Dave.
Oh no.
Helena, last night you asked about what I was up to last night. I was down at the warehouses investigating something. Could I enlist your help in looking into the matter?
Sure. Do you want to give me more details?
Gal pulls out the note with the symbol of Asmodeus on it. It says essentially, we know who you are. Meet us at this location. I forget, Lantern Supply, whatever it was.
Warehouse.
Yeah. What do you want me to do? You want me to just be there for like more support or like look out or?
When I went there last night, it seemed that they wanted me to go in the building. I thought it's safer, given the context, to call them out from the street. When I did so, the lights went out, the torches were extinguished, and they seemingly disappeared. I want to investigate that warehouse and see if I can find any clues.
Yeah.
I could use some backup. Normally I'd bring Duluth, but he's out doing something else.
Oh, so I'm your second choice.
Probably doing drugs. Which I suppose you're not much better.
I've done one drug.
Try not to fly
Really?
away. You're both welcome to come as well if you wish.
Well, I'd love to come.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh, bye, Doc. Dang. You wouldn't be any help anyway.
Well, he is the one that does drugs when we go to warehouses, so it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah. 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 Oh,
Yeah,
Somebody mentioned more drugs.
oh, Doc. There's no drugs at the warehouse. At least I don't. Are there drugs at the warehouse, Gal?
Gal is already like 10 feet away walking
Oh.
towards the warehouse.
All right, so Gal and Helena and Raya, are you going as well? Or
Yeah.
okay, so the three of you head towards the warehouse, which I cannot remember the name of.
Lantern Supply.
Lantern Supply. Yes, you head towards Lantern Supply. And as you approach, second here. Lantern Supplies. As you approach this warehouse, taking a look towards it in the middle of the day now, it's after everything, it's probably cresting closer to like 4 or 5 p.m. at this point. And as you approach this warehouse, you do notice it seems to be shut. There doesn't seem to be any lights on inside, but it's not. And you do see a couple people kind of meandering the streets around it and the alleyways, but there doesn't seem to be any, at least from a cursory glance, it doesn't seem to be anyone active in it right now.
Gal's gonna go up to the front door and press on it, see if it's unlocked.
You press on the door, it is shut, it is locked.
It's a shame we don't have Sada or Duluth here.
Brian's
any of
a
you-
rogue.
I'm a rogue.
Oh, I forget. I always forget. You, Raya, are you good with locks?
I mean, I'm not always good with locks, but I can give it a try.
Doc, do you think you can give her some cover?
Doc, I thought Doc wasn't here.
Doc's not here.
Doc,
I thought he followed for the drugs.
If people talked about drugs, the doc would follow.
All right, go ahead and roll a thieves tool check.
I will as soon as I can figure out where it is.
It should be on your main screen. Hold on. Do you have thieves tool in your inventory?
I should.
Yes, you do. If you get hold on, maybe not.
But it's not in my inventory on Foundry. Well, it might be if I double click myself. Hold on, let me try it that
if
way.
you double click yourself, you can just on the main skills screen go all the way down on your skills, and you'll see tools. And there should be thieves tools. It's a +7 for you, so you can just click on the thieves tools. Oh, that's
I want to add a side eye to it.
go for it. That was an 11 for those listening.
+5.
16. All right. At first, you kind of struggle a little bit, but after kind of focusing in a little bit and using a little bit of that psionic energy to kind of place the tumblers correctly, you're able to unlock the door in this warehouse, and it starts. The door slowly creeps slightly inward. Inside, you do see a dark warehouse. You see boxes, crates stacked up throughout. But you don't notice, at least initially, you don't notice any signs of movement or anyone inside.
Yeah, I was gonna step in and start looking around to see if there's any clues or signs of the people that were there the night before.
Sure. Make me a perception check.
With help, because we're all doing it?
Sure.
Well, I'll roll another one, but that's pretty high.
That's pretty good.
So dirty 20 or dirty 20 it is.
All right. For a dirty 20, you walk in and you notice this warehouse is pretty immaculate. It's very clean. As you're walking through, you do notice, like I said, stacks of crates with different like markings on the outside that show like different companies that probably shipped these over here from other parts of the world. None of which you really recognize any of the names on there. As you're looking at first, everything looks pretty ordinary. Like you don't really notice. Sorry, my eye is itching like crazy. You don't notice anything that would point you towards the people that were there last night. And at first you start thinking either something is up here or these people like did a job here and like cleaned everything up. It's not until you're walking with the dirty 20, you walk along and there's like aisles and aisles of these crates. And you're walking through and you notice a little bit of red wax on the ground next to one of, and kind of dripping down the side of one of these crates. As you trace it up, you can see kind of a small little wax ring that appears to be where a candle was sitting. And the wax kind of dripped down the side of the crate and kind of pooled on the ground below. Almost everything in this place has seemed to be cleaned, save for that one little indication that there was somebody here.
I'm going to just dip my finger in the candle wax, see if there's anything unusual about it, assuming not.
Yeah, the wax itself is hardened. So you can tell it's cooled off. It's probably been there since at least the night before. Excuse me, the night before. You don't notice anything peculiar of the wax just by touching it.
Is there still any wick left?
No, the candle's gone. It's just that
completely
little
gone.
bit of
Okay.
a little bit of wax left.
Okay. Nothing of interest, it seems. We should probably leave before somebody notices us.
Looking around, is there anything in there that seems like it wouldn't belong to a lantern company?
Go ahead and make a perception check yourself.
17?
17. There is one crate close to where Gal finds that wax. And at first, Gal just kind of walks past it, and a few people walk past it without realizing. It isn't until after he has, and you're like kind of looking more in depth at the markings on these crates, that you notice there's one crate in particular, and it's kind of stands out because there is no marking on it.
Can I open the crate, but like in a way to preserve the crate just in case? Like, I don't want to destroy the crate.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
Also in skills. Yes. Is with us.
So
I'm going to add another die.
okay. That would have been a 13 for anyone listening.
And then I'm going to add a d6.
That would be a 14. So these crates are nailed shut. So you have a couple options here. I don't know if you have a crowbar on your character sheet. Most people do have crowbars because it's in like one of the, if not, whatever. You have tools. You have woodcarver's tools. Yeah, you have like woodcarver's tools and carpenter's tools and everything like that. So you pull out like a chisel from your woodcarver's tools and kind of get underneath the lid of this and kind of start prying up the corner of this crate. You do notice that you are marring the wood slightly as you start prying it open. Are you continuing?
Yeah.
All right.
Because now I'm super curious.
You pry open this crate, and inside you see it's packed with like hay and other material to kind of cushion the blow or kind of help preserve anything that might be fragile inside of it. So at first glance, all you see is hay and other packing materials.
I shove my hand into it.
You shove your hand into it and you start like rooting around, and what you pull out is this like large porcelain vase. And as you're looking at this kind of porcelain white vase with this black and blue kind of mix. There's black markings, and then there's almost like a cobalt blue markings as well. And it's depicting what appears to be like a scene. You see fields on the base, and then it appears to be small, almost like inverted triangle floating islands in the sky above. there's writing on this in a language that I don't believe you are familiar with. Hold on one second.
Hey
What
guys,
is-
do you think we should take this so that we could give it to Severin for like a hostess gift? Host gift? You know, like for being so nice and letting us stay in his house. It's pretty.
And also to make up for our intrusion, sure.
You're not there.
Yeah, he is. He came with you.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yep.
He
Yeah,
heard
Oh, hi.
drugs.
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys were talking about drugs. Of course he came.
There's no drugs in the vase.
Yet.
Oh.
We could stuff him with drugs.
Look, it's really pretty though. It's got all these patterns.
Do you think it's valuable? Perhaps it could pay for our potions.
Does anyone else recognize the language?
Let's see real quick.
Well, I was hoping Severin would pay for the potions.
That man has
Why
endless money
can't
bags.
there it is. Why does everyone speak Dwarvish?
Do I speak Dwarvish?
No, you don't. You're the only one who doesn't speak
Oh.
Dwarvish.
I was like, I don't remember.
Not
thinking
you,
that.
silly elf. Not you.
Actually, Helena and... actually, hold on.
We all speak Dwarvish so we can talk about Helena behind her back without her knowing.
Oh.
Damn.
Helena and
Okay.
Helena and Gao actually recognize that this is Elvish that's written on this. And it just talks about... it just mentions something about the last remaining sky city. It doesn't give a name, but it's, I said that and the thunder cracked outside. That was funny.
Oh, God.
It's written in Keebler.
Yeah.
It says something
That's
about the last
insensitive.
remaining sky city above Vikino, which is Vikino.
Vikino.
It was, yeah, the last remaining sky city as it passes Vikino.
You know, maybe this would be useful to us. Maybe before we give it to Severin, maybe we could have our the guy we just talked to see if he knows
The
anything about
headmaster?
it. Yeah. See if it's relevant in any way to him.
We
In any
could.
case, if we're taking it, perhaps we should put it in Doc's bag of holding.
It might get crushed in there. He has so much stuff.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Can we wrap it at least? Like send in some of this hay that I was like in there with as a cushion.
It's like, if you want to wrap it in something, sure, why not? Looking for some sort of packing material.
Yeah, you find like some cloth and everything in the bottom of the box.
If we put it in that and then put it in the bag, I'm sure it will come out just fine.
It better. I'd like to cast mending on the box to make it look like we didn't meddle with it.
Yay!
Fair enough. Easy enough to do.
Yay!
All right, let's get out of
Alan,
here.
Did you get your answers?
No, unfortunately. They were clearly here, but they left very little behind. It's as if they scrubbed the scene clean.
You want to look for like a getaway tracks or?
Are there any rafters or scaffolding inside this warehouse?
There's rafters up above, yeah.
Okay.
We look up and they're all just there.
Hello. Hello.
Oh shit.
You said they never look up. They never do.
Until now.
Everyone
So yeah, I'm going to look up in the rafters and scaffolding to see if there's any sign of like, oh, maybe they left a door or a window open to like the ceiling or like a foreman's office or something.
Make a perception check.
Perception. How's a 10?
Perfectly average.
Can I give him one of my psionic die?
No, you can't. That's not how that works. You look up and you see, other than the fact that the ceiling and the rafters are remarkably clean, nothing of interest really. You do see kind of from the center of the room, a few like chains hanging down that appear to be like hoists up to a almost like mezzanine style area that also you can see mostly from here, and it's just filled with a few other crates that seem to also have the same markings as most of the other boxes in here, and you can assume also have like lantern supplies and such.
Would we say that the vase that we just found is probably the only thing of value left in this place?
Probably. Go ahead and make an intelligence check for me.
Intelligence.
Ooh. 24.
Big brain.
All right, look at the big brain on Doc. Couple things you can deduce from this. First off, you know that Vicino is a small village in Shan on the other side of the world. This vase itself seems to be, since it mentions something about the last floating island, you can assume it's probably around 100 years old. You can also assume that this was probably not brought here legally, especially considering Waldenburg itself being a port town on the eastern side of the continent. So, and probably the closest major city to the other continent. You can assume that this vase was potentially stolen property and potentially smuggled in to Waldenburg.
Intriguing. Vicino. That's actually in Shan. All this is it appears this warehouse is being used as part of a smuggling operation.
Should we open more crates?
I mean, if these are already ill-gotten goods, what's one more hand?
This was the only crate that I saw that looked different than the others. The others look pretty legit.
Yeah, I'm gonna break open the legit ones.
There's hundreds of crates in this warehouse. You break open a couple and they seem to be filled with glass and some bronze. Some are filled with some form of like blocks of wax. Most of the ones that you see now are legitimate like supplies.
Hiding ill-gotten good amongst legitimate goods. That does seem to be the smuggler's way, wouldn't it? Ah, well, I'm sure it's fine. I will, in order to cover my own tracks, also cast Mending.
Fantastic. All right. Anything else you all want to accomplish in this warehouse?
Well-
Seems that's the long and short of it.
All right. All right. You all leave and lock the door behind you and pretend like you were never there. What are you doing for the rest of the day?
If no one has any objections, I think I might do a little bit of a walkabout. Dragon man about town.
All right. Anything specific you're looking for, or are you just enjoying the scenery?
Enjoying the scenery. Maybe I might be looking for people enjoying some drugs.
I'm going to say for the sake
He's
of,
looking for the local drum circle.
I'm going to say for the sake of this tonight, you don't come across anyone doing anything illicit, at least not in a spot that you would enter.
Not out in the open.
Yeah. So you make it through the day. Oh, shit. And I'm going to say at some point, you make it back to meet up with Severin. Because I believe that was the plan, to procure passageway and as well as potentially supplies. So you make it back to Severin's and meet up with him as he returns to see all of you, or at least the four of you. It's like, oh, fantastic, perfect timing. I had just returned myself. I spoke with my contacts and I was able to procure you. And unfortunately, I could not find an airship. However, I was able to procure a sea-going vessel. It's not quite as quick, but it can at least get you close. It'll take you around Waldenburg and take you up to... hold on, I gotta find it. It'll take you in the Shui River and get you only a few, probably around 100 miles from Hofsesel. This will cut your trip down to about, seafaring wise, it'll be about, what did I say? 120, It'll cut it down to about 18 days, and then you probably 4 days walking across, or 4 days, 3 to 4 days by horse across the land there to Hofsesel. Definitely significantly quicker than walking the whole way. about half the time, if that works for you all, of course.
Definitely, yeah.
Fantastic. The captain of the ship is looking to leave in the morning, if that works for you all. If you are close to being ready, or actually, I'm sorry, no, not this coming morning, but 2 mornings from now, 2 days from now. The ship
Do you have any
is.
word on the other captain?
Can
he come with us?
The other captain, unfortunately, he
Are we
has.
talking about Perrin?
Yeah, Captain Delicious.
Unfortunately, Perrin has duties to attend to. He would not be able to journey with you.
There will be other captains. It's fine.
No, no one's like Perrin.
He's not going to be other captains as fine.
Yeah.
I beg to differ.
He said 10 years ago.
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to find the. Oh no, I lost it.
Who are we not giving the vase, the vase to?
I think it's not to Severin, but yes to the professor.
He is. He'll be waiting down at the docks at daybreak in 2 days to take you. To up north. Was there any?
What's his name? What does he look like?
He's a captain.
What's he wearing?
God damn it!
What's the ASL of this man?
Will he be holding a red rose?
Perhaps we ought to know the name of the ship.
That
The
would
golden
be.
shower?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Cannon.
I hate all of you. I hate all of you. Hurt
No, you
by the
don't.
cold.
Maybe if you knew the captain's name, we wouldn't have to pontificate about the ship's name.
Look, not everyone has memory issues from time to time. You too will realize once you get older that holding on to everything becomes a little more tenuous.
How
Young
old are you?
You whippersnappers, and invent something to put you all in your place. And
The name of the ship is the Skipjack. The
Skin Jack?
Skipjack.
Oh,
yeah, your mic went a little weird when you said
Yeah,
it.
it cut out.
I thought we were going on a horror ship.
It's
No, that
the
comes
stuff.
later.
Does
You
it
can
have a
ride,
camel?
but only for your skin.
The Skipjack.
Is the captain's name Jack?
The captain's name is. He is a water genasi by the name of Captain Dorian Blackwake.
Dorian Blackwake.
Yes, Captain Dorian Blackwake of the Skipjack. He will be waiting for you at the docks in 2 days, around sunset or around sunrise, to travel. Was there anything else that you all needed before you made?
We were wondering. if you had any interest, and given that we're going to our first location is underwater, right? And
Yes.
definitely it's something that you're interested in knowing what's under there too. If there's any way you could subsidize the water breathing potions, because they're really expensive.
How expensive are we talking?
They were like 250 gold each.
Okay, so
And they only last an hour.
all right. So how many were you looking to procure? I mean, you have
Well,
a
put 8 on hold.
I should be able to at least help you with those. I could give you it's running me a bit thin right now, but I could give you about 1800 gold to help with those.
That would be great.
With a
Yes.
deposit, that should cover it. Is that not right?
That would
Yeah,
cover
yeah.
it.
Gao genuinely doesn't know and is looking for help.
You're learning, Gao. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Fantastic.
Sweetie.
Was there anything else?
No, I think you're good. I think tomorrow we'll have to get some supplies, obviously, but also I wanted to stop by the other college. Do you know anything about the other college?
That was the
The Stout Cloak
Stout Cloak
Academy?
Academy.
The Arcane University?
Yes, I am not that familiar with most of them there.
No,
I-
that checks out for you.
Insight check.
Oh my god.
The guy collecting a bunch of arcane items doesn't know anybody at the arcane college.
Oh
That's
my god.
that's a nat one. Those natural ones.
If
The
you would have
dice
let
tell a story.
if you would let me finish my sentence, yes, I'm not that familiar with too many of the staff there. There is one elven gentleman that I have had dealings with in the past. Mendralis. He is a teacher there, a professor of arcane studies. Older elven man. That's my only connection.
Would you mind if we mention your name when we ask if he would see us, or how's your relationship with him? Like, if we say, hey, Severin sent us, will he be like, GTFO?
I mean, it's professional. We're not friends by any stretch of the imagination, but we are civil, and I have procured him a few artifacts in the past. He has sold a few to me as well. We've exchanged knowledge in the past, but civil professional relationship.
Okay, I will try not to ruin that for you. No promises,
Fantastic.
but I'll try.
All right. You can try heading down there and seeing what you can find. And then, yes, if there's any other supplies that you need, make sure to procure them tomorrow. And then meet with the captain in the morning in 2 days. And hopefully you will have a successful journey.
Thank you.
All right. So, at this point, it is cresting into evening. After everything has been said and done, you are getting close to an evening rest. Msada and Duluth have yet to return, but that is where we will pick up next week. So, when we will have hopefully Chase and Scott both back next Tuesday. So, thank you all for joining us. I know we're cutting it a little short tonight, but we're right on the cusp of something that if we continued, we'd probably be here really late, and I don't want to do that. So, thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for all the new subscribers that we had during the stream. Thank you to our people, especially Morgana and Nixon's Appendix and Dad Lat, Mom Lat, everybody in the chat. Send your lewd fan art to lewdemery69@gmail.com.
No, why?
So
It's a real email.
and make sure you tune in next
Really?
Tuesday at youtube.com/@thosenatural1s and twitch.tv/thosenatural1s. Join our Discord. Links in the description below. Come talk to us on a daily basis. We're always in there bullshitting, and we like to post random things that only you get to see if you're part of the Discord. So check the link in the description below. Come join our Discord. Hang out with us. We want friends. But also, make sure you mark it on your calendar for next Friday, the 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time at youtube.com/@thosenatural1s and twitch.tv/thosenatural1s, where we'll all be sitting around a real table, rolling real dice, the way D&D was meant to be played. So, thank you all again, and we will see you on Tuesday.
Where hopefully we won't roll a nat 1. Getting our asses on the ship.
Have a fantastic week.